You know, I realized I've been wearing this false identity so long that y'all ain't even recognize I was a superhero. Well, allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is KnowOne. My pronouns, poetic and profound. My words make him, her, them, and they say, whoa now. Already. So before I begin, let me warn you again that passing me a pen and pad, that's like plugging me in. I can feel my spine jerk. Show you how my mind works. For me, it's Genesis 1:3, i.e., light work. So don't invite me to your slam. Don't even pass a mic to me. Because as soon as I'm into the venue, you feel that big diction energy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, no homo sapien can coexist the poetic space I'm in. No breathe the air where I'm from. I'm a warlord with the tongue. Spit so many liquid swords that you all can call me Aqualung. So poet, you looking at the epitome. At least that's what I pretend to be. See, that's my superpower. Convincing you all that while right before your eyes I'm falling apart literally. Now, I know we all got a trial. I can only imagine what pain and trauma is in this room right now. Maybe you got PTSD or ADHD or OCD or schizophrenia or dissociative identity or scoliosis or fibromyalgia or bipolar, or maybe you just got depression. If you got one of those things, you can attest that it can make daily life an insufferable grind. So now answer me, how did I get blessed? I mean, cursed with having all 9 at the same time. See, my body's no temple. It's more of a landscape of aches. My inflamed joints, they crackle and pop like finger snaps. My nerves surge with 2.1 gigawatt zaps. And there's a ever so present dull ache in my bones as I collect these chronic illnesses like infinity stones. But everybody says, yo, you smile, you happy, you hide it so well. How can you maintain? And it's simple. I'm a hawk with these bars. There's fan of gamma in these veins. It's no cap. That's my secret. I'm always in pain. But this fake smile, well, that's how I choose to keep it real. So no matter how bad I might look, I always look better than I feel. See, I hold this stone face out of fear that one single drop tear might tear open the floodgates in the skies of my iris. And so I made this art my art. I pair these scars with these bars, line them up in 2 by 2, put them in this arc made of multiple tears of terror, pain, and fear, and dry lock the door shut, trapping them inside. Oh, what's that sound knocking? Oh, that's trauma from when predators entered my young life and my innocence departed. So the daily depth of my agony, at its most, that's immeasurable. And my PTSD, no, it ain't post, it's perpetual. But my superpower, being hiding weakness, makes me less Superman and more Samson. Beaten, blinded, and bound by my conditions, given all the superhuman strength and nowhere to apply it but to push everything and everyone around me away, bringing this house down to top us all. My life, an empty glass case labeled break just in case, because when things are a little too comfortable, I have a sudden urge to break something. See, sabotaging myself is easier than the agonizing anxiety of waiting for someone else to take it from me. So I can't give you a chance to hurt me. I got to guarantee it's always my fault when you eventually do desert me. And trust, I heard it all before. Ever tried not being anxious? Or no, the one, take a deep breath and be present in the moment. Not realizing that presence in the present isn't a gift when it always comes wrapped too tight. Greeting cards carving painful poetic paper cuts and wrists, bows and ribbons, while also beautiful ever so dutifully constrict asphyxiating me with every exhalation. But it's all in my head, right? See, it's no pain, no gain, and even this broken brain is a muscle, so I don't need you to pity me. There's literally some beauty in the struggle. Like learning that padded rooms are just bouncy houses for battered wounds. A place to rage and crash without fear of judgment or even injury. And the way a straight jacket makes you hug yourself, love yourself, and finally accept all the joy and affection that you rejected from everyone, especially yourself. But yet still, every single day, I'm out here stressing for no particular reason. I mean, Jacob wrestled an angel for his blessing, so please tell me why I'm out here grappling and screaming with my inner demons. fighting my best not to tap out before they break my humerus bone and I revert back to the old me. Hilarious. But you know what's really funny? They say that laughter is good medicine, so maybe it's a good thing that I'm a joke. Oh. You know, sensitivity and an overwhelming sense of empathy convinces me that I'm still qualified to shepherd my father's sheep. But conversely, imposter syndrome, it gives me the feeling like I'm merely just rocking a shearling, covering a crooked heart that howls at the moon, crooked smile covering canines that drool pavlovianly at darkness and debauchery. So who's really me? The beast raging against my rib cages trying to break free, or the upstanding righteous spiritual man I fight daily to be? I guess only in time we will see, but trust me, I try. Just as I try to do this ministry. I mean, it ain't easy to bang these doors and pound these streets to preach of a coming infinity of peace that I feel like I might never be worthy enough to reach, but I try. See, if a picture's worth 1,000 words and cowards die 1,000 deaths in a picture, my fear is spitting these pieces while splitting the pieces, wondering how many poetic lives I still got left. So every composition's a hearse and every verse is on eulogy. What's fueling me is the duality of having dual identities. See, I'm both hero and villain, my greatest hope and arch enemy. So my most honest expressions are here on these stages, and no matter how hard y'all clap for me, it's still a one-way conversation. And there I go again being selfish, making it all about me. Asking you to be my spiders, using your claps and your hugs to be power lifters, lifting up that deadlift of the dead weight of my deadpan personality from off me before I'm crushed to death beneath it. Hi, it's me. I'm the problem. It's me who desperately needs a swift tailor for alteration of my bloodstream, because as of today, my DNA is literally bursting at its seams, and so now to me it seems I haven't gained a single pound, but somehow I no longer fit inside my jeans. Even though this true religion I'm into has helped me iron out a few issues. But what's there to do when being tougher denim no longer fits you? So sadly now they become my son's hand-me-downs. Their emotional baggage got him fitting baggy in the front and his ego sagging in the back. But I had plenty of prep time, so I help him hold him up like a utility belt. And he calls me his hero. You can't fault him, no. I mean, he can't see the forest for the trees, and yet silly old me has the gumption to believe that just because I see he's a lot like me, I'm somehow equipped to help him grow up to become better than I turned out to be. Doesn't make sense logically, but best believe I'ma try. See, my super ability to morph into whatever's needed me, at least temporarily, well, that makes me an awesome acquaintance. An incredibly fun boyfriend, but husband and father, that's still a work in progress. Equal pain and joy, more thorns than roses, because lack of common sense and communication has me in a peaceful home diametrically opposed. But to my love, I promised I was being honest when I swore before God that I would grow, fight, and do whatever it takes to make sure that for all eternity with you, my heart would lie. But that's the thing about these imperfect hearts, man. They lie. Rarely to you, but always to me. Making my genuine heartfelt promises of growth and getting better stillborn. Laid in pine boxes lined with post-it note guarantees of reciprocity that are actually IOUs for everything. So why, no matter how hard I try, I always come up short a few vowels. ADHD and processing disorder crippling my tongue, creating colliding cracks that cause catastrophic collapse of communication. But please believe, no matter how it seems or how many thousands of times you had to say over and over and over the same thing, only for me to get it wrong again, I really do try. To my friends, when it seems like I can't do the simplest of things, like keep up my side of a conversation, or reply to a text, or hop in the WhatsApp chat, or show up to absolutely any event on time, take it from me, I really do try. But most of all, please, no matter how easy I may try to make it seem, to come up here and choke out and cough up these compositions, vocally vomiting up my soul in verbal verses before you all feels absolutely impossible to do. But I try. Let's go.